So it's going to tell you it's recording. Tell it it's okay. All right, welcome to the Try It series, everybody. My name's McNew. It's my birthday Try It series, so I just threw together some random weird things that I think I would like, and I hope you guys do too. So I usually start by proof level, but because everything's so different tonight, we're going to actually start with this larceny pick at 92 proof. It was a total wine pick.
Nobody's surprised you're starting with larceny.
Nope. What?
Nobody is surprised you're starting with larceny.
No surprises there.
No surprise at all. Nope.
But Total Wine does some good picks. Like they're usually a little bit of a different profile than you'd expect. I think it's a little spicier than normal larceny.
It's got a lot of citrus to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there's citrus on the nose and on the palate.
It's nice. It's a good balance of a little spice that I get the citrus and, you know, a little sweetness. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think even at that 92 proof, like this pick, like if you put it side by side, like just to like a normal bottle of larceny, it has a lot more flavor and punch to it.
Mm-hmm.
Still being the same proof though.
I really like the nose on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I do too. It's like citrusy and floral. It's really good.
It's fantastic.
It it took forever to come in, but the I know months ago I told you about a barrel pick from St. Louis Bourbon Society.
Uh-huh.
It finally came in a few weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So I'll have a bottle of that for you when we go up for the tiki cruise.
Oh, yay. I'm excited.
That was the strangest barrel pick because they put the subject barrel in with a bunch of other store picks.
Oh.
And it's like, after we got done, we did pick the one being the one that was we were allowed to pick did turn out the best. But I told the president of St. Louis Bourbon Society, I said, James, I said, you didn't have a control. He goes, what do you mean?
Right.
You didn't have an off-the-shelf bottle of larceny. All of these were off-profile picks.
Yeah, it would have made more sense to not have the other store picks and just regular bottle of larceny to compare it against. That would have made the most sense, I think. Unless you're like, I need the best store pick, but how do you even guess that it's the best? I don't know.
And it was funny because the the restaurant that we partnered with, they had actually bought a barrel of larceny, but by mistake they bought two. And so they were told, hey, oh, John, you got 2 barrels of larceny. He goes, no, yeah, you do. So I called James and said, hey, your club want to buy one of these?
Yeah.
So we basically had a blind tasting to see if we thought it was as good as we thought it might be.
Yeah, that's not a bad mistake, but that's an expensive mistake if you can't get somebody to take it off your hands.
All right, so I'm gonna be the dumb guy here. So I'm not too familiar with larceny. What's the mash bill of larceny? Is this a weeder or no?
It is a wheater, yeah.
It is a
It's
weeder,
wheated
okay.
bourbon. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, high wheat profile. So it's usually like not as spicy. Like I don't think this is spicy, but it usually larceny to a lot of people, they're like, it's really dull. There wasn't a lot of flavor there. This one has more flavor than you'd expect out of a regular larceny.
Yeah, I'm getting some like clove or something on the aftertaste.
Like a little bit of spice there.
Yeah.
There's definitely spice on the back end. Yeah.
Yeah, normal larceny doesn't have that by any means.
I must get a little tobacco.
I can see that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I always thought larceny was one of the best bangs for the buck.
I do too. So I drink it all the time.
Yeah, we agree. When we see people wandering in the liquor store and they're not sure, they're just looking at bourbon, we always recommend larceny.
Yeah, like I think it's pretty comparable to Maker's Mark, but I think it has more flavor than Maker's Mark. And it used to be like $22. Now it's like hitting around 30, but still 30 for something that you're going to drink throughout the week. And I don't feel like I need something special every single day because I get access to a lot of special things. So I'm like, that's not bad for like an everyday or whatever you want to drink kind of bourbon. Like, I don't think it has to like knock your socks off every time.
Right.
And it's good for beginners too. Like, I think it's like that weed is like soft enough that like you can just bring somebody in and it won't like overpower them or steer them.
And it
Okay.
makes a good birthday gift, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
you compare this to like a Weller, and this has got a little bit more going on than your normal everyday Weller. you know?
Yeah, I agree too. And it's real easy to find.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so since absinthe has like such a distinct like licorice taste to it, I think we're gonna do the tequila next.
Mhm. Good plan.
Yeah, but save a little bit of your larceny. We'll come back to it. So tequila next. This is Corazon tequila aged in George T. Stag barrels. And I've not had it, but I'm going to be excited to see if like you get any like the bourbon profiles or bourbon flavors through it. It still very much smells like tequila to me.
I feel like I get a little bit of smoke and oak on the nose.
Are you? Like a bourbon smoking oak or more like a mezcal?
Well, I think the oak is more of the mezcal oak, but I do get like a little bit of smoky note, which I don't think I've had in other tequilas.
Okay. Kind of get that too. I think it's easier to sip than other tequilas.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to just like grab a lime right now.
Yeah, it's very sippable.
Mhm.
I think it's got a really smooth, long tail.
Yeah, it does. It kind of stays with you on like the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it tastes like a margarita starter. I mean, it's
Yes.
flavorful without having all the added ingredients.
Yeah.
I get a little hint of vanilla.
Very smooth.
Yeah. The vanilla kind of like smooths it out a little bit, like gets rid of the like tequila harshness that you would expect. And this one it's 80 proof, so not a high proof level, but still has a lot of flavors to it.
Mhm.
No, I drink this a lot.
I would too. I like this.
You know, still 6:30 in St. Louis. Next Friday is or Saturday is
Saturday.
releasing a smoked mushroom agave.
That sounds
Whoa.
fantastic.
It's disgusting by itself.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
was like, wait, no.
It
don't
is
tell me that.
absolutely disgusting by itself.
Yeah, but
but-
you don't like scotch either, so you know.
I don't like scotch, but it makes a fantastic Bloody Mary.
Ooh.
Okay.
But what they do is they mesquite smoke portobellos and infuse it into their agave spirit.
Okay. So does it have like that meaty mushroom flavor to it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I like mushrooms.
Combination of new and used bourbon barrels.
And that'll give you the umami thing. That's like that fourth flavor
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like
Fifth
that flavor
the umami
sometimes.
to your
Yeah.
mouth
I
there.
I told Dave when I tried it, I was like, this is weird. It was
Yeah, like
too weird.
some
thought-
red wines will give you that flavor too if you're into red wines, but I
Yeah,
would
I
be
like-
interested. I would think this would be interesting.
I like red
I
wine.
might not like it, but I think I would definitely try it.
I
Yeah,
think the
absolutely.
smoked mushrooms might make a big difference. If it was just mushrooms
Right.
infused in it,
Mhm.
it would be that red wine thing, but typically not a
Smoked.
smoked.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy, this one, I just love the fruitiness.
Yeah.
Very fruity,
Mhm. Yeah.
nicely fruity.
Yeah. This just feels like a good summer day drink. Like I'm not getting a lot of like George T. Stagg bourbon flavors, but it's really enjoyable still.
I think that barrel mellowed out the tequila a ton.
It really
I think it
changes.
did too.
I think this could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I think this would make one dandy daiquiri.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colored
But yeah, this one seems sippable, which does make it dangerous because you just take it out back or on a boat or whatever on a hot day and be like, "Ah, that bottle's halfway gone."
Where did you come across this bottle?
It's one that Steve had. So
Of course.
most things in my Try It series are things that Steve procures in some way. So it was a Steve bottle.
He acquires them.
It
Yeah.
requires things. Yes.
Just looking it up, this is this guy's about an $80 bottle.
Yeah, I think the retail one it was about 85-ish.
Yeah.
So it's one that's bad to be dangerous because like when I'm spending 80 something on a bottle, I'm like, I want that one to last. That one's supposed to be special, but you could absolutely put this in cocktails or drink it in an afternoon. It would be great.
Yeah, for
Yes.
real.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge tequila lover, but this is delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mostly like I love it in the summer and I do not think about it the rest of the year. That's kind of how tequila works for me.
Yeah.
Adina, I'd be happy to try the daiquiri if you want to try and make it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
If I-
that sounds like a
If
challenge.
I had more of this, I would make one.
Daiquiri.
I don't have much left though.
Maybe bringing a cocktail on the tiki cruise. We'll see.
Yeah.
We may.
Oh, you know, Turner's
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah, I have a
Turner's like-
competition against Turner.
Yeah, Turner's
Thursday,
gonna bring
you're
some.
gonna-
You
you're gonna
guys should
pick up my
bring
tea.
some.
We may
That would
bring
be
a
great.
batch cocktail and say, hey, it's missing the rum. Anybody got any rum?
There you go.
That sounds good.
Yeah. All right. So drink some water, do whatever. We're going to move on to some absinthe. It is the Spirits of French Lick Fascination Street, which was aged in rye barrels.
Oh boy, just definitely that's not green. Holy
No.
cow.
No, it's not the absinthe color. It's not that green berry you're
Definitely got the
expecting at all.
tannins out of the barrel for sure.
Yeah. And I don't think it was really aged that long. I think, what was it, like two years maybe? It wasn't that long.
Enough to pull the color out of the
Oh
barrel
my
for sure.
gosh.
Yeah.
It's really
Don't get
good.
anything but absinthe on the nose.
Yeah. Yeah, it has that like licorice smell to it. Still
Yeah.
very much smells like absinthe and herbs. And
106 proof, huh?
yep, 106 proof for this one. It is our highest proof of the evening.
So this was the amethyst filtered one.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
Yeah, that he
so
filtered
it was
through the
aged
amethyst?
rye barrels filtered through amethyst before it was bottled. I don't know if that did anything, but I like the extraness of it.
It was cool anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some
It added to
specific
aesthetics. It
property.
looked good. It was a cool story.
Yeah.
yeah. Alan just harvested some grand wormwood today.
I saw that.
He's something else, that's for sure.
Oh, we were out at Woodhat over the weekend, and Gary Heingardner was telling us that him, Adam Stump, and Alan Bishop were invited to. Do you remember what university it was?
Oh,
The University of Illinois.
In Urbana?
I think so.
Yeah, to go through and taste some corn or
Yeah, so it's tasting White Dog, and then he sent them cornmeal with different types of corn for them to try as well.
oh, is this like their agriculture program, or do they have a distilling
something like that.
program?
But I thought it was funny. Gary's like, yeah, I
Don't
get
remember.
to do this with Adam Stump and Alan Bishop. It's like, well,
That's
you're
pretty
getting
cool.
later, son.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
they found like three of the best guys they could get
Yeah,
to.
they're in
pick out
good
corn
hands for that,
profiles.
for sure.
They're being asked to go up there to try the different White Dogs that they've distilled to pull flavor profiles. They
Okay.
want to know what kind of flavors they're getting out of their moonshine or white dog or whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Um,
So are they doing this to like grow corn, like better corn, or
I
are they really
haven't-
wanting to distill?
I didn't quite understand what the purpose was,
Yeah.
but
Stuff that the college is doing.
it is.
Those
Right.
three to kind of judge some stuff.
Yeah, I wanted to know what the college was doing. Like, if they have a distilling
Mm.
program, that's really cool for Illinois College. But
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is that what the purpose of it is, but the three of them were invited to go up. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, both the University of Illinois and UW Wisconsin in Madison have programs in their ag programs that have corn oriented towards distilling.
Man, so I'm in Indiana and I don't know why Purdue doesn't have a thing like this, because Purdue is like the agriculture
probably do.
college here.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And they've not touched it. They don't seem interested. And I'm like, you guys are missing out
I'd be
a lot.
surprised. Yeah. This
They
might be
should.
some professor doing some research, in an area.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like we have Jason Fruits in Indiana. I'm sure he'd be happy to go to Purdue and talk to you guys. But
Yeah.
they just aren't doing anything like that.
So many of these distillers that are farmers, it's neat. The grain to glass people,
Hmm.
you've got Adam and Alan and Stumpy and, and you got Jay Henry up in Wisconsin. You got Whiskey Acres and DeKalb near us and
Mhm.
Jephthah Creed. And, you got Wood Hat. You
Yeah.
got all these farmer distillers and it's really cool.
Yeah. You go to Woodhead, go out back, and there's 20 or 30 different varieties of corn grown. And
Oh, Gary is the guy.
yeah, he'll walk you
Yeah.
through. Here, it's funny. There's some of the corn that he harvests. He does it by hand, and he drags a laundry basket behind him with a rope. The corn throws in a laundry basket and keeps walking out.
I'm just like waiting for Gary to like hire some high school kids, because in Indiana, like detasseling was a thing. Like you get high school kids out there all summer detasseling. You can just get some of those kids, do that for him.
There's not a school close enough to him.
That's probably
He-
true.
He is in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
Florence is, well, it's a community of 850 people.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
but I don't
small-
think it has a school.
So he's a ways from St. Louis then.
He might not-
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like
an
what,
hour.
out west from St. Louis.
Okay.
He's more than an hour,
Well,
like an hour and a half.
it might be an hour and a half from our house.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Okay.
can see Woodhead from the interstate.
Yeah, oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's right off the interstate in New Florence.
I
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
Danny and Misty before we pulled in the parking lot. So,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, Sunday that was Saturday.
that's Saturday.
I logged on to Will's cooking show
And we saw you.
when we started driving. You didn't see me too much because my iPhone was laying on my leg.
Right.
You were in outer space, Rick.
Yeah, that's why you kept looking like you were lost in space.
Yep.
Makes
That-
sense.
but I actually drove from Woodhead and got it home and was able to log on this computer before that ended.
Wow.
Cool. This is beautiful. App.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we thinking about this absinthe, guys?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Incredible. Yeah.
I really like it. And there are some that I don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also sippable, like that. So I'm not a big fan of like licorice, but it comes through, but not in an overwhelming way where it's off-putting.
No, this is an absinthe you can drink like this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I would have been creative and found a way to do like a fountain or something. We don't have one, but
So many of them need that cold water dilution.
yeah,
To actually be
we can
drinkable.
drop some water in it and
Not
see what
not this
happens.
at all.
This isn't strong enough to do that with.
Probably wouldn't make a illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wonder if this probably doesn't loosh then, huh?
probably not.
Real well.
I just poured some water drops in it. We'll see.
Now,
Yeah, I guess-
Alan does the opposite of this as well with it's called the right way,
Yeah,
where
Oh
it's,
yeah.
where it's rye whiskey aged in absinthe barrel.
Yeah. How is you guys have that, right?
Yep,
Yeah, we
How
do.
is that?
really good.
It's good. Yeah, it's
I
kind of
just
like
ruined mine
opposite.
by putting water in it. Don't do that.
I got a bottle of fascination treats in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is good. And like when you think absinthe, people are like, oh, it's supposed to be green or clear. And this is just a beautiful color. Like they aged it so well.
This is beautifully done. I mean,
Mhm.
this could really kick butt in a few cocktails I could think of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Were you-
Casey, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, I agree. I think the aging process really might smooth it out. So you get like that
Mhm.
sharp licorice taste up front, but it doesn't like put your tongue to sleep,
Right.
like a lot of absinthes do.
Well,
Yeah.
it's also not 160 proof
That's true.
or 140.
Yeah,
A lot
the
of-
lower print probably helped that out a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna save some and I'm gonna try and loose it and see if I can get it to work right.
Yeah.
See if there's any oils there to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely interesting. All right, save this one, set a little bit aside, save it to Luce or save some to taste in a minute, and then we'll jump back to this larceny we started with. I don't know how this is gonna go after having absinthe and all those flavors, but we'll see.
We'll find out.
If you could make like a larceny absinthe cocktail.
Oh, that might take some painful experimentation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
don't
can
know.
see it going horribly wrong.
Right.
I think you could make a riff on a Sazerac with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
go.
could absolutely do that.
hmm
Where you do more than a rinse of the glass.
Right.
That this actually stays and
Yeah, like leave
Yeah.
some in it. That wouldn't be bad. Or
In fact, I might try that right now.
that's a good idea. Oh, let's see it. I want to see
Sazerac, all you're supposed to do is,
Good.
rinse the glass or take a spritzer, a spray,
it. Mhm.
spray the rim.
absinthe is so strong you only want that hint, but and
Right.
Sazerac,
No, I
but,
don't have bitters in it, but let's see.
yeah. And you used a weeded whiskey, not a rye.
Yeah. How is it?
Not bad. I think it needs the bitters and I mean,
More flavor to it.
yeah. But I mean, it's a nice combination with the absinthe with the bourbon.
Interesting.
Well, they all have such smooth finishes that, you know, I think there's some complementary notes there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Has everybody had all of Alan's absence?
No, this
No.
is my first time with this one. I haven't had any of them.
The Le Bleu, which is what this is, except not barrel aged.
Yeah.
And
Is
then
that what it is? The Le Bleu is just not barrel
Yeah.
aged, eh? Ah,
That makes sense. So what did you think in comparison? Like the Le Bleu versus Fascination Street? Did the barrel age help it or make
I
a
think it
difference?
mellows it out a little bit.
Yeah, it mellows it out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We've had the Le Bleu, but not this, and you know,
Just at the
The
taste.
Le Bleu is it's a good absence. It's a good absence, but it's a little sharper.
mhm.
Mhm.
So this is probably more dangerous because it doesn't taste as strong as the straight absinthe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
Well, it's not as strong. So, but yeah, it's still
Right.
106 proof.
Catch up on you.
Yeah, but then like we're the kind of people that are like, we only want bourbon that's like 110 proof plus. So we forget that like 106 proof still does something.
That's fine.
Yeah, you got to watch out some of these herbal liquors and
Yeah.
And then,
Mhm.
then
I-
Alan did-
And-
That's-
and
yeah.
yeah, the absinthe has a little more effect on you than bourbon, even at the same proof,
Mhm.
I think.
sure seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the Green Fairy comes out and gets you.
Yeah.
Has anybody had Death in the Afternoon?
Yes.
I love that's one of my favorite cocktails. I love that.
No, not the cocktail, the absence.
Oh no.
The absinthe.
One,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they came out
the one that
with one in
Alan
it,
did
yeah.
with Key West Traders.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I have not had that.
That's very, very good.
Yep.
And then Royce's Fear and Loathing.
Mhm.
That's phenomenal.
I like that one better.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to try
Definitely
both
gotta
of
try
them.
that
They
one.
both seem interesting.
we're gonna, before the tiki event, we're gonna try to get down a day early and maybe get over there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
See how that works
We're
out.
planning to get there on Friday also.
To Royce's or to Allen's?
Probably Royce.
Probably go over to Royce's.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him Friday on the way down to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We might try
Yeah.
to meet you there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have a little meetup there. That'd be fun.
Yeah, if anybody's around the
Yeah.
day before,
Uh,
we'll,
nudge.
we'll definitely try to.
We plan on being down there the Saturday before. We're gonna be in Louisville for about 4 days.
Yeah, you're going the whole week, right?
Oh, you'll be really early. Well, we're definitely gonna try to be down the Friday before and, get up to some shenanigans somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Sounds fun.
You're
We're,
up for shenanigans?
we're up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Place.
We got 2 days planned at Dan Crossing.
Yeah, I want to know how that is because it seems like it's going to be cool. But
I don't know whether you need 2 days there yet.
Mhm.
There's right now that all they have is their tasting room.
No, well, they got a really nice B&B.
Okay, yeah, you can stay there. Yeah,
Out in the middle. I shouldn't say out in the middle of nowhere, but it'd make a nice base for some other.
right. I was gonna say, yeah, you can get to a lot of
Yeah.
other distilleries from there.
Where is that?
In Gethsemane.
Zemini, Kentucky. It's
Oh,
right.
Gethsemane.
It's right outside of Bardstown.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're not planning to stay there the whole time and just come sleep and go back, that probably is a good base
Yeah.
point.
So I told Steve I'm going to fire my drone and I'll take some aerials.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, when it's finished, Rick, it's going to be along the lines of Hard Truth as far
Yeah,
as the amount
exactly.
of things that they have to do and all that.
Yeah. Like I wish that Hard Truth would add like some cabins or
Yeah.
something on their they have room to do it. I don't think they have the administration and plans to do it, but they need to do it. Like cabins at Hard Truth would be phenomenal. Just stay there for a weekend, a week, whatever, like make it the Gatlinburg of Indiana that it absolutely could be. So
It'd be way better than that hotel that's there.
Oh
that
yeah.
hotel
Way
was rough.
better.
Has anybody looked at the rooms at the B&B at Dan Crossing?
No.
Mm.
Steve
I
and
was
I
able,
were
when
working
I made
on
the
a
reservation
project
a few months
there.
ago, I was able to score the biggest room that they have,
Uh-huh.
Nice.
which is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I think they're doing a good job with everything they're doing. It's just slow coming, and I don't think it's going to be fully ready till next summer. So it looks like a good time, though. I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went down there the first week they had the tasting room open, and it's beautiful. I mean, what they have open right now is very well done, and I'm sure the rest of it will be, as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like, I know they're planning like live music and having events and stuff there, but I don't think they're ready for all that yet.
Now they're building like a 2,000 seat amphitheater.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's going to be cool.
I think the absinthe and the tequila are hitting Adina. She just
Getting
went.
warm.
She just went and opened the door,
She just made a full Florida Sazerac cocktail.
and it's only 70 here. So she went and opened the door.
All right. I'm going to jump back into this tequila and see if it opened up any or changed any.
I'm getting more citrus on this one, second time around.
Yeah, a lot of citrus on the nose for me.
Big time.
Mhm. That is really nice.
That one's cool. I like that.
Still very good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it still has those tequila agave flavors, but it's not like the barrel really took out the harshness. Like
Yeah.
tequila, even like
It's
high
fruity.
end tequila, I'm like, give me a lime, give me something. But this doesn't do that. It's still sippable, drinkable.
No, it's fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, with a little hint of vanilla on the end, which I think is
Yeah.
coming from that barrel.
Yeah,
gotta
that
be, yeah.
definitely came from the barrel.
or a little bit of honey-ish.
Got a sweetness to it for sure.
Yeah. That we can thank the barrel for, but I'm not getting any other like bourbon flavors or like George T. Stagg influence. I think it just mellowed out the tequila.
Yeah, just a nice smooth
Just
tequila.
the effect of it and not
Yeah.
the taste of it.
Right. This is one I wonder, like if you smoked it in a cocktail, like if you,
Ooh, yeah.
I don't,
Yeah, because it already has that kind of a smoky characteristic to it.
yeah.
You probably want to change some of the ratios because you wouldn't want to overpower the flavor of the tequila like you would of the classic tequila.
That's true,
cocktail.
yeah.
So you'd want to change up.
Or
think,
whatever
yeah.
else we're using.
You
Yeah,
want
that
it
would
to be the focal point of the cocktail.
I would
Yeah.
think like a smoked old fashioned out of the tequila.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I
Different
think that would
twist
be
on it.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't play it with the oaky smoke. I'd use like applewood or cherry or something
To bring out that sweetness. That
yeah, I
pretty-
think apple
yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Or some peach wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, could see that.
there you go. Yeah,
We
peaches-
were cleaning out our shed the other day, and I found a round plastic thing. It was filled with peach wood.
Oh, wow.
chips.
peach is awesome for barbecue smoking. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
still-
definitely like that tequila.
Yeah,
I like that tequila a lot. Like I want to try to, probably should find a bottle or two of that.
Yeah, I've got mine in 3 different glasses, obvious.
Yeah.
Maybe grab a 4th glass and put a drop or 2 of each and come up with a,
Ooh, yeah,
a good ratio.
Frankenliquor.
it's a good idea.
Sounds like
I'm
a
all-
great
I'm
idea,
all-
Bill. It's just a little bit too late.
Yeah, too late
Yeah,
for that thought, but I like that thought.
You know, it just dawned on me why Akeley had this.
Why does he have it? Because it's George T. Stagg.
Stag barrels.
Yeah.
He would never touch this tequila if it hadn't been for that.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's totally uninterested, doesn't care about tequila at all, but it was in Stag barrel, so I'm sure that's why. It could literally be in any other barrel and he would not care, but just makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this makes more sense.
He bought it and thought, what the hell am I going to do with this? Oh, wait a minute.
McNew can make a project out of it. Okay.
I just the absinthe and the tequila, just those two.
Yeah. Just a couple drops of the absinthe into
Yeah,
tequila.
mostly tequila with a little absinthe in it.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is really good.
I'm out of tequila, but
Yeah, I don't know many absinthe tequila cocktails, but I think
you
It's
guys
good,
could
though.
invent one.
This
So
could be the
people are
first.
copywriting their cocktails now. You guys could copyright, trademark this tequila absinthe cocktail.
call it Senor Bishop.
Yeah.
You would
Tequila
love it.
and absenthia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Senor Sarcastico.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get that trademark or whatever you come up with. People can do that.
Well, that is like delicious.
That's interesting.
Okay, where do we get this?
French Lick, Indiana.
No,
Oh,
the
the tequila. Oh, the
tequila.
tequila.
Yeah.
The tequila, I'm sure, came from Total Wine or Bevmo.com. Probably
Okay.
check either of those.
We definitely see that brand around here.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah, Corazon.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Virginia ABC carries it, so it's probably not that exotic.
Yeah, like Corazon's
Okay.
easy to find, but I've
Yeah.
not found the barrel aged here in Indiana
Right.
anywhere.
Let me do a quick look.
But if you check Bevmo or probably maybe Sealbox is good at finding weird stuff.
Yep, they do. Seal box.
They're good to find a rolling fork.
Yeah. All right, I'm back on this absinthe. Still a lot of licorice, but I'm glad that it doesn't really taste like licorice.
Yeah, I think it very much tastes like licorice.
Deal.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
But I like black licorice, so
This is like a good and plenty.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, I make a cookie at Christmas time called a Springerly,
Finally.
and it tastes like black licorice.
Oh, that would be interesting though.
It's anise, and they're delicious. But there's a lot of people that don't like them because
I have to go to a pharmacy to get the anise oil.
I mean, I have to go to the pharmacy to get the anise oil.
Well,
Well, you can also go to a baking shop too.
Not here in Missouri.
a lot of times baking shops will have anise extract, which is different than anise oil.
It takes a lot
Anise
more of
oil
the
is
extract.
Very, you know, is
So there is.
very
We've got
concentrated.
it in Kentucky. We used to go to this baking shop, not a bakery, but a baker shop, and buy anise oil.
Okay, and then the other thing, this particular Springerly, the leavening agent is hartshorn, which is baking ammonia.
Oh, where do you even get that
Okay.
at?
Uh,
I don't know what that is.
We have one pharmacy that they do custom drug combination, you know, formulations, and they stock this stuff for cookie makers at Christmas time.
Sodium
Well,
bicarbonate.
That is
And
really cool.
Ammonium bicarbonate.
is it ammonium bicarbonate?
Yeah. It-
Yeah, that's ammonia.
If you take some of this fresh in a pill bottle, it'll clear your sinuses up. It smells like drain cleaner.
Now this,
I need that.
this
Like 3 times a
pharmacy,
year.
is this pharmacy legal?
The pharmacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can look them up.
Guy
It's
on the corner
Lansdowne
has a
Pharmacy.
pharmacy.
They actually 20 some odd years ago, my wife had a dog that was dying from cardiomyopathy, and the vet prescribed some medication, but it had to be custom made, and they were the only people in St. Louis I could find to make the pills for it.
Oh, so they're more like an apothecary where they can
Yeah.
blend and mash stuff.
They sound
Yeah.
old
Whatever.
school. That's old school pharmacy there.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
But the pharmacist that owns the place is fantastic. There was one year he gave me the both ingredients for nothing because he said all he wanted was a plate of the cookies.
That's
yeah.
what they
Cool,
gotta
there
bring
you
some
go.
cookies in you.
I'm like,
So
Awesome people.
I'm impressed that you can make cookies that in depth. I'm like, it's not chocolate chip, it's not a sugar
no,
cookie.
these
It's not
ones-
happening in this house.
It's a 3-day process.
yeah.
You make the batter one day, chill it. The next day you roll it out, press it out, cut them, and then you have to let them dry overnight. And the third day you bake them.
Wow.
The
It's a
patience,
process.
the patience I do not have, but I definitely want to eat those. I don't.
Well,
wanna
I
make
made them. I started making them when I was in college. Well, high school.
I used to,
Um,
yeah, then she took it over from me.
Yeah, he taught me how to do it when I was a kid, and then when I was in high school and through college, I started making them and giving them away as Christmas presents because they're hard to make, but people love them, and especially my family, Joyce's family, they love them. But you go to the store and try to buy them, and they're like $1.50 a cookie.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm
They're
thinking a missing ingredient might be this stuff. You could
I
try
mean-
some boozy, you know.
Yeah.
We want to be on your Christmas list.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Jen, you might need to make a second batch that has a little bit of the Fascination Street in it. And
I don't know how that would turn out.
I don't know, but I tell you,
One way to find out.
it used to know you'd think that it had it in it.
List.
You do the
Yeah.
bourbon exchange, put it in there.
It wouldn't
Uh-huh.
take
Yeah.
much.
yeah, a little bit, just a little bit,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought.
I would think.
The one thing that I have found out with baking and such is you'd think that a certain item would be really good, but then you find out that it's too wet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It doesn't translate right. It won't bake up right.
Right.
Yeah.
That was my initial thought. But they're a lot of fun to make. But it is a process. Like I have to have 3 full days. Otherwise
And
A lot of
a lot of bad surfaces to lay these things out.
yeah.
And
Wow.
That's so much work, and I know it's worth it, but I just do not have that in me. I'm just like, if
No,
this isn't baked in 20 minutes, I'm not doing it.
Well, I don't have the space to do it in my house anymore.
Yeah. Back
So I use Dad's kitchen and his tables in the basement. Like,
well, before Jen was even born, I bought some at a craft show. I bought some hand carved Springerly presses. It's got 4
Okay.
designs on each. It's a square about yay big. And
Mhm.
that's what you press the designs in the dough with. I was at a, and I also used to make homemade ravioli. So I was at a,
garage sale.
antique mall one time.
Oh,
And I stopped at this one booth and they had some like rolling pins hanging up. And the guy looked at me, he says, I'm looking at these. He goes, well, if you could tell me what they are, he says, you can have them for free. I said, that's for pressing out Springerlies. I said, and those two are ravioli rollers. He goes, son of a bitch.
He's like, I didn't expect you to know any of that.
Put them back to us. Have a good day.
That's impressive. All right, guys, let's vote for our favorites of the evening. If Larceny, the barrel pick from Total Wine, was your favorite, raise your hand.
The larceny.
That's fine. The tequila aged in George T. Stagg barrels. We have Casey with Melanie, with Jen, Bob, Bill, Dina. I think that's 5. All right, and the Fascination
I'm
Street.
gonna take Fascination Street.
You
Can
know,
I vote twice?
I like the
You
tequila.
can
a
vote
lot,
twice.
I like the
I'm
tequila
gonna
a lot.
vote for the
Yeah,
tequila.
it's a hard, it's a hard vote between
Lovin'.
E and C.
Yeah, this was great absinthe. The Larceny was Larceny, but this tequila was impressive for being an 80 proof tequila.
Delicious.
And that absinthe in the rye barrel was just delightful.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It wasn't overwhelming. It was I'm still sipping it. Very sippable.
And the fact that it was a little lower proof than most absinthes was really
Mhm.
nice too.
Well, that's the reason why you can drink it out of a Glencairn, you know.
Right.
Any other absence, you know, you're talking about 140 proof. That's